Trees produce fruit on a cycle. Some years they'll produce a normal amount and you won't really notice. But a year like this, which is a mast year for black walnuts and hickories and some oaks out there, they produce significantly more fruit than they usually do, and it can become a nuisance. They do this to overwhelm the amount of rodents and mice that typically eat the nuts that they use to reproduce. So if they produce so much fruit in this one year, then there's no way that the things that eat them can possibly eat all of them. This is a huge black walnut tree that's at the James Pass Arboretum. Black walnuts are famous for producing these massive fruits every year that are the size of baseballs and pretty much as hard as them too. So this is one of those years where black walnuts and hickories are producing a lot of fruit. This can be kind of a nuisance, especially if you have a big black walnut or a butternut or some kind of hickory on your property, around your driveway, or on your sidewalk. They can produce so much fruit that it can become a hazard when it falls, especially these black walnuts, considering they're pretty big and they're pretty hard, and if you got hit on the head, it would hurt. So a lot of times people avoid planting trees that have these big fruits in places where there's high traffic, like on the sides of streets, and driveways, and they usually limit it to places like parks and backyards where they're sure that no property damage or no physical injury, personal injury is going to happen from a fruit falling off a tree. So it all comes down to having the right tree in the right place. And if you think that right tree, right place is kind of a concept that you want to be more familiar with, or that you might want to learn some more about, you can sign up for some of our future urban forestry programs like the Community Forestry Network and Tree Stewards, where we're going to go over right tree, right place and kind of teach people how to do some more urban planning and tree siting and making sure that we're putting the right trees in the right places. Thanks for joining me this week. I hope you learned something about mast years and black walnuts, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye, everybody.